Hello and welcome to Cameo. We're back with you for another year of film awesomeness. I'm Rob.
And I'm Lindsay, and here's what's coming up.
Our new Cameo reporters ask around campus to find out the true opinions on 3D films.
We look at the hottest upcoming releases, including In Time and Tintin.
There's a battle of the film buffs as Cameo's own assistant producer, Mike, and myself take on campus cinema's top dogs, Pat and Cameron.
And finally, we end on the epic Muppets trailer.
For our first feature, we sent some of the team out onto campus to see what people really think of the latest technology in film, 3D, filmed in glorious 2D.
Yeah, we were actually thinking of filming Cameo in 3D, but then you don't really want to see that in 3D. No.
3D films, yes or no?
3D, is it good or bad?
So what's your opinion on 3D films, good or bad?
3D movies, yes or no?
What do you think of 3D movies? Are they good or bad?
Oh, well, actually, myself, I don't like them.
3D films, yeah or nay?
3D films, yay or nay? Yay.
Yes,
Why?
because I think you're into the action. You see things much clearer.
I think it's useless. I think it's just an added extra, and it's really not necessarily in certain films.
3D films, yes or no?
Yes.
Any particular reason?
It's more fun.
Good or bad?
I don't know. I don't really think they're worth it. I've never really seen a 3D film that I think is worth paying more money for. I just kind of think it's pretty much the same in 2D.
So 3D films, yes or no?
Yeah.
We're on the Purple Couch with James Fox, the Vice President of Participation in Campuses. So what's your opinion on 3D films, good or bad?
I think it depends. Personally, I really like films like they're filmed in 3D.
I think they're alright, quite exciting, jumping out of the screen.
It's good. Why is that?
Just enhances your viewing, making the experience more real.
3D films, yes or no?
Yeah.
3D films, yay or nay? Nay.
Yes.
Why?
I just love them, they're awesome.
Thanks, great answer.
3D technology really is amazing. It's like it's coming right towards my face.
Now we take a look at some of the hottest new films being released in the next few weeks.
Up first, we have Steven Spielberg's blockbuster adaptation of the timeless comic book classic, Tintin.
That young man, what's his name?
Everybody knows him. That's Tintin.
In this motion-captured, action-packed thriller, Jamie Bell stars as the young journalist on an old-fashioned treasure hunt for a mysterious sunken ship, the fabled Unicorn, previously commanded by the ancestor of his crude companion, Captain Archibald Haddock, played by Andy Serkis. Easier said than done though, as it soon appears they're not the only ones on such a quest.
Boasting the best of British talent on writing duties and Spielberg backfilling our director's chair, rather than producing films about battling robots, Tintin should be set to shine. Even Tintin's creator, Hergé, pegged Spielberg as the man for the job before he died, but was he right? I don't see why they couldn't have done it live action though.
However, Tintin is a comic book. The motion capture is more of a comic book style.
It's going to be a big year for Steven Spielberg. He's got Warhorse coming up as well.
Don't forget that this is out on October the 26th.
Hang on, Ben! Come on!
Next up to bat, George Clooney brings the serious in his latest political thriller, The Ides of March.
You okay?
We're gonna be fine. We have to do it. It's the right thing to do, and nothing bad happens when you're doing the right thing.
Is this your personal theory? Because I can shoot holes in it.
Based on the play Farragut North, the film sees man-of-the-moment Ryan Gosling as an idealistic young staffer given a crash course in dirty politics on the campaign trail for presidential candidate Mike Morris, played effortlessly by George Clooney.
Managing to hark back to the political classics of the 70s like Redford's The Candidate and Pacula's All the President's Men, while simultaneously injecting fresh life into the veins of a relatively ignored genre, The Ides of March has rightly attracted serious attention and created a likely candidate for award season.
Revenge makes people unpredictable. I can't have that. What if I had something else? Like what? Something big.
It's a stretch of metaphor, only time will tell if it's just a ticket or a bundle of failed potential. So Dave, what do you reckon to the trailer?
Well, I'm excited. It's a very current film, it's got a good cast, lots of interesting ideas. I reckon it's got some potential to be quite a good film, but guess we'll have to see, eh?
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I think the cast is good, but it does seem to be a little bit of the George Clooney show. I mean, he is writing, producing, directing, and a little bit of starring. So I'm not sure if it will just be a great film or potentially just an ego trip.
Well, anyway, it's out on 28th of October, The Ides of March.
I'll do or say anything if I believe in it, but I have to believe in the cause.
Lastly, we've got sexy sci-fi futuristic flick In Time, starring some of today's easiest on the eye actors: Olivia Wilde, Amanda Seyfried, and Justin Timberlake.
Just once, I'd like to wake up with more time on my hand than hours in the day.
4 minutes for a cup of coffee?
Yesterday it was 3.
The story, on the other hand, isn't exactly easy on the ear. Timberlake plays Will Salas, a man thrust against the state by ways he and we can hardly comprehend. In this future, aging stops at 25, and people must buy themselves more time in order to prolong their time on Earth. But when Timberlake finds himself with more time than he has time to imagine, he must run from the corrupt police force and time itself to save his life. But will he run out of time?
How old are you?
28.
I'm 105. But the day comes when you've had enough. If you had as much time as I have, what would you do with it?
Sure as hell wouldn't waste it.
So Boone, what do you think of In Time?
Well, I did like Michael Bay's The Island. I thought it had a bit of a silly quality, and I think In Time has that too.
I'm hoping In Time's also going to be a bit more serious and psychological. And plus it's got Justin Timberlake in it, so it should be pretty good.
Justin Timberlake? Wasn't he in Yogi Bear? That kind of sucked.
I think it was also in Social Network, so he was pretty good in that. In Time comes out November 4th.
And those reviews finished just in time for us to move on to our Cameo film quiz.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Let's meet the teams.
Okay, the first to face our Cameo film quiz are Cameo's own producers, Mike Evans and Rob Seabrook. How do you rate your film knowledge?
We've got a pretty decent film knowledge.
Good.
Up next we have Pat and Cameron, President and Vice President of Campus Cinema, so you should know quite a lot about films.
In theory, yeah.
Question 1. From which summer 2011 film does the tagline "Prepare for the return of awesomeness" come from?
No clue on that.
What came out of this summer?
What came out of the summer? Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, I'm not sure.
Cowboys and Aliens.
Captain America.
Kung Fu Panda?
Kung Fu Panda 2.
Kung Fu Panda 2.
Kung Fu Panda 2.
Kung Fu Panda 2.
I even went to see that.
Okay, question 2. Which 3 films have won the most Oscars, at 11 in total?
I'd say Titanic.
Titanic?
Titanic's 1.
The third Lord of the Rings, so Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Pokemon movie.
What did Goodfellas do?
King's Speech.
Gone with the Wind had quite a few.
Let's go King's Speech.
Probably not Sucker Punch.
Brokeback Mountain.
I should probably know this, but I don't.
The answers were Titanic, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, and Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur.
Awesome film.
Okay, question 3. In The Matrix, does Neo take the red or the blue pill?
Oh, I love that film.
Pretty sure he takes the red pill.
I think it's the blue.
It's
Red
definitely
pill.
the red pill.
Red pill.
We're going to say red?
So the president is overruling. Red pill it is. Another 50-50 question. Who is older, Jack Nicholson or Morgan Freeman?
Jack Nicholson looks old.
Jack Nicholson looks old.
I hope Jack isn't watching.
If you're watching Jack, I'm sorry, he's not very nice.
I'd say Morgan. But
He has liver spots, so we could go with
there
that.
we go. We're going to go with Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman is incorrect.
No.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson.
That is correct, by 3 whole months. Okay, question 5. In which Star Wars film does Yoda not appear?
Episode 4, A New Hope.
Star Wars Original New Hope, number 1.
Yep, you are right. Okay, last question. Number 6. What was the last Disney film overseen by Walt Disney?
I think it might be Snow White.
Jungle Book.
Dumbo, Bambi, Pinocchio, Jungle Book.
You would know that, wouldn't you?
Massive Disney fan.
Yeah, okay, Jungle Book then.
Yeah,
Jungle Book?
we'll go.
Jungle Book is correct.
Hooray!
So, after that scintillating battle of the film buffs, the final scores are Campus Cinema have 4 points, but Cameo have 5 points. Commiserations to Pat and Cameron. Congratulations to Rob and Mike. XTV reigns supreme.
Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Well, that was embarrassing. Good presenting, Lindsay.
Thank you. Good winning, Rob.
Cheers. Commiserations, Campus Cinema.
It wasn't a fix.
Not a fix.
It really wasn't. No.
Sadly, that's all from this edition of Cameo. But before we go, it's time to play the music.
It's time to light the lights.
It's time to meet the Muppets.
On the Muppets trailer now. Bye.
We are the Muppets.
Hello.
Hello.
There's somebody coming.
Excuse me. Maybe you don't need the whole world to love you, you know? Maybe you just need one person. Oh, Cammy. You should travel by map to Paris!
Is this movie in 3D?
Nope.
The Muppets are as one-dimensional as they've always been.
Hey, watch it!
The Muppets.
Se mueve, se mueve!